Hello there, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Third day in a row. So if you are coming back, thank you. Big warm welcome. If you're completely new and you clicked on my face, well, there's a reason for it. So we got to find out what it is. And if you come back and you hear me say that every time, is it annoying? Or is it like cute and familiar? Let me know. I have to say it though, because there might be a new person every time, and that new person needs to know that there's a reason. Not that I know what it is, but but maybe they hadn't thought of that before, and it's important for me to communicate that. So anyway, relax, Jessie, relax. Here we are, guys, 3 days in a row. I'm going to try something. I'm going to post a video every day this week, and I'm just going to see. I'm in two minds about it, and basically I want to pick up the pace a little bit, but then I worry, like, oh, am I just doing it? Like, what if I don't have anything to say? And then I realize it doesn't matter. It's an experiment, basically. It's an experiment. So I want to try putting a video out every day and see what happens, see what's different. So I'm going to try that. And I guess I've been thinking last night, my contemplative thoughts last night is like, I was really thinking about this idea of frequency and like tuning in, and it's language that really helps me understand it to a point where I can even like work with it. So what am I talking about? Like, imagine you are a radio station, or okay, I'll speak for myself. I imagine I'm like this radio station and I can tune in to any frequency that I want. So it's like the frequency, for example, of presence. Like, this is what came to me because, you know, everyone's always talking about being mindful and being present and living in the now. But it's kind of, a lot of the time for me, I'm sort of like, what? I am living in the now. And then they're like, oh no, but you're thinking in your head and about the past and the future. And it's, for me, it's still taking, I don't know, I was always just being like that annoying person where it's like, it's always now. It's just, I'm just annoying about it. But I'd never really like tuned in to the frequency of presence until last night when I was like, maybe it's just a frequency. So you're like, I like turn up the dial until I just find presence on the machine, and it's like, I stopped breathing. I think I can tune into presence. Okay, and then I was like, well, then you can tune into anything. So you can tune in to presence, and maybe this is, I don't know, but the frequency of timelessness, is that different to the frequency of presence? Let's find out. But timelessness, that's even like tuning into that frequency of timelessness is fucking cool. I think that's, I'm like, I don't know how to do it yet. I can feel like my inner workings trying to work out how to do that. I've just had this idea. And I really think that's the secret to life. Just have an idea and then try it. Anyway, my ideas have to be kind of loopy because I don't have the patience to do like create or generate like physical. I'm not an engineer, basically. I'm not like, but I consider myself an energetic engineer. But in the material world, not so much. Like I'm more in the ethers. I'm an energetic engineer. Fucking hell, that just came out of my mouth quite then. Maybe that's what I'm going to introduce myself as. Anyway, you can play with energy. So tune in to the frequency of timelessness. Boom. Because I kind of did it last night, because then everything that's happened ever and everything that will ever happen is true now. It's almost like it goes on top of presence. Maybe it's the same thing. I don't know, it's semantics, but if they feel slightly different to me. Presence feels very immediate, whereas and sort of like pinpointed almost, whereas timelessness feels like way more expansive. So what else shall we tune into? Because you can tune into anything. I think I'm realizing, like, you can tune into joy, and or maybe you have to have experienced the frequency to be able to tune into it. Can you tune into something you haven't had like previous contact with? I don't know. I actually don't know. Because sometimes, like, I used to do it a lot. I used to tune into like suffering a lot. And I know that sounds weird, but it felt important for me to do. Like, tune into like global suffering. So I'd like pick a theme and I'd tune into that and then weep. And I stopped doing that because it was exhausting. I do it sometimes, but not very often. I used to do it a lot. I used to sort of take it upon myself, like it was my duty to cry for the world. And then I decided that was a bit boring, a bit depressing, even though, like, sometimes kind of necessary, right? We do have to pray, and I think it does help. Like, in Ayurveda, if you don't know, I'm also an Ayurvedic health consultant. So I've studied Ayurveda for 5 years now. And it's so cute, Ayurveda, because there's 3 doshas, which is like constitutions, okay? So they basically put the 5 elements into 3 constitutions. And they operate in our body and they have different functions. So the elements all do different things. Anyway, I'm telling you this because you have tears, and you can have tears. So tears in the middle are what called vata tears. Vata is the element of space and air. So vata tears. So this is like fear and worry and stress come out from the inside. Then you have pitta tears. Pitta is the element of fire and a bit of water. So that's anger. So if you're really angry, your tears come out in the middle of your eye. And then you have kapha tears. Kapha is the element of earth and water. And if your tears come out the corner, they're kapha tears, meaning tears of joy and contentment. I just think it's so cute, Ayurveda. I love it. And why am I talking about this? Oh yeah, I don't know actually. I know I was saying I used to cry a lot. Burden, used to take it on. Anyway, the tear thing, I don't know, the other thought's gone, but the tear thing, take note next time you cry. Where are the tears coming from? And check it out. Yeah. Right, guys, so we're tuning in to frequencies. Energetic engineering. I'm just going to speak a little bit more to that because, first of all, I really like it as a title. What do you do? I'm an energetic engineer. What's that? Made it up. No, but I like to just like have thought experiments, and then I really sort of hope and believe that it will manifest physically through another human being somewhere on the grid. Have you heard of that? That it's you can really observe this and watch it. Like if you sit in a circle with people and you have something to say and you don't say it, it will pass around the circle and someone else will say what you didn't say. It's an energy that moves through us, and we're just vessels of expression for life. So if you don't do it, someone else will. And that's all. I don't have a problem with that, because half the stuff I don't want to do. I just like to come up with new ideas. So, like, for example, like, okay, so you think of the big problems, like the water's very polluted, right? There's a lot of water, but like a lot of it's polluted. So how can we, then I just think like, so chemically, how could we have a water that cleans itself? Or like some Irish guy has invented a magnet that attracts microplastics in water. Fucking awesome, because that was just someone's idea, right? And then so I like to have the ideas, but I'm not going to do it because I don't know the stuff that you need to know to do it. But as long as it doesn't matter, right? Because we're all in this together. So if you're like an ideas person like me, have ideas and throw them out there into the ether, because someone's going to catch them. Yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching me. If you got this far, I really appreciate it. And so if you enjoyed the video in any way, like it. Thank you. Comment down below thoughts on energetic engineering and maybe different frequencies that we could practice tuning into. And if you like where this is going, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much, guys, for trusting me and sharing this time with me. I really appreciate it, and I love you. Have a great day.